More and more organizations are turning to design to find new opportunities for innovation, expanding the use of design from products and services to strategies and business models. Yet, the very same things that set design apart from business as usual also create friction and make it harder to integrate into organizations. Of course, designers themselves take an active role in this transformation, but we wanted to understand better how different groups and actions can come together in change efforts.
In our study, we look at how different organizational actions contributed to scaling design in the case of OP Financial Group in Finland. With some 13,000 employees, over €1 billion in annual revenue, and a history of over a century of operations, this financial company went from little or no design in 2008 to a large design function of over 100 designers and taking part in business strategy creation in 2018. In terms of design ladder, an often used framework for design maturity, especially here in the Nordics, OP went from the first step to a solid 3.5 during a decade.
We noticed 3 types of interconnected organizational actions were taking place at the same time: organizing actions, aligning actions, and displaying actions. In initial phases, organizing actions helped to concentrate and shelter design, while displaying actions built interest and momentum. Aligning actions, in turn, built a foundation for broader organizational scope down the line.
For example, designers were initially hired into 2 agile units outside of headquarters, which became an internal showcase and built managerial interest in design. At the same time, introducing Net Promoter Scores and payback periods as product and service development metrics helped to pave the way for more customer-centered and agile operations. This alignment and managerial interest was then leveraged to create a new type of role, business designers, extending the access and impact of design.
A 4-pronged organizational connection of design to strategic management started to emerge at the brand, innovation lab, insight, and customer experience teams and leaders in OP. Leveraging the gained external attention and the visibility of design impact, organizing actions expanded beyond the design function, integrating design issues into key structures of the organization.
At the same time as a centralized design organization was created, scaled agile framework and development portfolio management broke silos in the organization, and customer experience was brought to the board, and management bonuses. Demonstrated effectiveness paved the way for organization-wide utilization of design. Aligning actions broadened from development, customer and management structures, and practices to organizational structures and incentives at large. For example, Net Promoter Score was adopted as the main metric of the organization-wide personnel fund.
Taking together, organizing, aligning, and displaying actions create a meshwork of interconnected organizational actions that build momentum and resilience in design transformations. Our study suggests that these organizational actions should be tactically planned in conjunction so that one action type can support another and enable further actions. The case of OP provides one example of what these interconnections can look like in practice.
Our study also highlights the significance of allies across the organization in building resilient design utilization. The organizing, aligning, and displaying actions framework can be particularly helpful for design managers in search of allies and champions, as well as non-design managers keen to benefit from design capabilities. The Meshwork framework helps leaders to identify, build, and leverage synergies available at different design utilization levels.